For all of our senior NCOs out there, we are trainers, and it's our obligation to take the experiences that we've got and pass that on to that next generation. Primary role of a sergeant is to grow their replacement, and it's, you know, the sergeant out there with his or her 2 or 3 soldiers that they're responsible for, that you know, they want to take all the things that made them a good soldier, that the reason why they were selected among their peers to step up and be NCOs, to take those attributes and the things they've learned and pass that on to their soldiers, and help their soldiers attain that same level of greatness, so that they too can step up and be NCOs to follow in their path.
For over 230 years, I have completed my mission and protected the welfare of soldiers. I've been the first to train, enforce military standards and discipline. I've served as the keeper of the collective memory of the Army. Officially, I'm a corporal or a first sergeant, but I've been known by many nicknames: Top, Buck Sergeant, Sarge. But I am one of a very select group, a non-commissioned officer in the United States Army. My service today embodies the Army values, just as NCOs before me lived these values. I am proud to be part of the great tradition of the NCO Corps' service to the nation.
The NCO represents the fear, the blood, the sweat, and the tears of the soldier, the American soldier. Without stripes, you don't have a successful military. That's just my point of view. The battlefield, the NCOs lead the troops into the fight. And if without that strong non-commissioned officer, you can't lead a war.
For me, it's more about the soldiers. It's always about the soldiers. Whenever I was coming through the ranks, it was always, you know, I had an NCO to take care of me. You know, if I had questions, he'd always help me out.
Life as an NCO in my day-to-day job is making sure that I'm the voice for all our soldiers, all our non-commissioned officers, either to the public, to the CG, or to any of our key leaders. It's basically taking all the needs, wants, concerns of our enlisted corps and making sure their voices are heard.
It's really important to be a mentor, and everybody should at least have someone in mind. It doesn't have to be a soldier who could be a mentor. It could be your mom, it could be your dad, but someone that will hold you accountable for your actions.
Army NCOs trace their roots to the beginning of American military history. They helped Washington preserve the Continental Army at Valley Forge, stood with Winfield Scott at Chippewa, and directed Zachary Taylor's guns at Palo Alto. They carried the nation's colors at Gettysburg and Vicksburg, fought yellow fever in Cuba with Walter Reed, and led Pershing's and Eisenhower's legions into Germany. Whether helping local populations build a village in Southeast Asia, or teaching young Iraqi soldiers to conduct operations, American NCOs are leading from the front, and they are some of our nation's best ambassadors. Over time, through various changes in tactics and technology, Army NCOs have emerged as the Army's small unit leaders, trainers, and guardians of standards. Our NCO Corps is unrivaled by any Army in the world, envied by our allies, and feared by our enemies. Throughout the Army's history, the NCO has been a pivotal figure, but never more so than today with our full spectrum of operations. Tank-on-tank fighting as during the invasion of Iraq, the guerrilla insurgency war ongoing in Iraq and Afghanistan, and peacekeeping operations in Kosovo. As NCOs embrace their ever-growing responsibilities in the 21st century, this volume will help them remember how they became the backbone of the Army.
If you read the NCO Creed as you go through it, every sentence has a personal meaning to somebody about something. The accomplishment of the mission, the welfare of my soldiers. They should understand that. It's not about just words on a paper. It's something you have to do. You have to accomplish your mission. you have to take care of soldiers.
Non-commissioned officers are about supporting their commanders, understanding their commander's intent, and ensuring all the soldiers understand that.
Competence, it goes into the whole thing of the NCOs being the backbone of the Army. They are the ones that make sure the mission gets done, taking care of soldiers and making sure everything happens. Being competent, being able to complete your mission as you're assigned to do it is vital to the success of everything. It comes to the point where you've got, you'll be given 1,000 different tasks to do, and being able to complete those in a timely manner is what allows our officers, which is another part of the creed, to accomplish their missions, as well as taking care of soldiers, because problems are going to come up and you have to be able to take care of them and not just push them under the rug.
Creed of the non-commissioned officers, there's a lot of guidelines to ensure that they do the right thing at all the times and to instruct all the soldiers that are under their care. Because without taking care of the soldiers, the mission cannot be accomplished as we want it.